You're listening to the Quince podcast.
नमाज पढ़ने गए थे, सबके साथ जा रहे थे। मैंने सीधे सुबह में कहा जाओ, अब यूँ कोई बताता उनके साथ ऐसा हादसा हो जाएगा। मेरे बच्चों को और मुझे इंसाफ चाहिए। वो मेरे छोटे छोटे बच्चे, मुझे उन्हें बच्चे पालने, मुझे कुछ और होनी चाहिए।
Noor Mohammed was walking home after reading namaz when he was shot. The 26-year-old from UP's western Kalapar was first admitted to a hospital in Muzaffarnagar. They referred him to a hospital in Meerut, 60 kilometers away, where he was declared brought dead. Like Noor, at least 18 people have lost their lives in the Anti-Citizenship Amendment Act protests that turned violent in Uttar Pradesh in the past week. One among them was an 8-year-old boy. Most of the dead have two things in common. The first, that they are Muslims, and second, that they were allegedly killed by firearm injuries. Including Uttar Pradesh, at least 25 deaths have been reported in the protests over the controversial Citizenship Amendment law across the country. So why has Uttar Pradesh in particular witnessed such a high number of deaths? Who is responsible for the heightened tensions and violence in the state? The Quince reporters travelled to the state to find out. This is The Big Story and I am Vishnu Gopinath. Section 144 was imposed across parts of UP on the 19th of December. Internet connections were snapped in Lucknow, Aligarh, Muzaffarnagar, Meerut, Agra and a number of other major cities. Amid this backdrop, let's take a stock of protests across Uttar Pradesh where instances of violence have been reported, including Lucknow, Meerut, Aligarh, Muzaffarnagar, Agra and many more places. So, was it the police that shot and killed Noor or any of the others? Or like the police claims, were they all victims of firing between protesters? Severe restrictions are currently still in place in UP. Officially, at least 5,400 people have been taken into custody by the police and at least 705 people have been sent to jail. At least 269 policemen have reportedly been injured, with at least 57 having sustained bullet injuries. The UP police claims to have seized more than 405 country-made revolvers, or Desi Kattas. The government is now expected to invoke the National Security Act against 250 protesters. Remember, information and news updates have been severely limited because internet in the state has been blocked. I spoke to the Quince Shadab Moizi, who travelled to Muzaffarnagar, Aligarh and Meerut in the past week when the violence was at its peak. So Shadab, you were in Muzaffarnagar, Aligarh and Meerut during the past week, right? Can you tell us a little bit about can you describe what you saw and what you experienced there?
जब हम मेरठ सबसे पहले हमने शुरुआत किया अलीगढ़ से, और अलीगढ़ में जिस टाइम वायलेंस हुआ था 15 दिसंबर को, वो वायलेंस के जस्ट नेक्स्ट डे हम वहाँ पहुँच गए थे। तो वायलेंस प्रोटेस्टर्स जो स्टूडेंट थे उनके बीच और पुलिस के बीच हुआ था, क्योंकि वहाँ पे एक र्यूमर फैला था कि जामिया में, दिल्ली के जामिया मिलिया इस्लामिया में एक बच्चे की डेथ हो गई है पुलिस की वजह से। तो वो रिपरकशन वहाँ पर हुआ, वहाँ पे लड़कों ने हंगामा शुरू किया, प्रोटेस्ट शुरू किया। उसके बाद वहाँ पर जो यूनिवर्सिटी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन है उसने पुलिस को परमिशन दे दिया यूनिवर्सिटी कैंपस में आने के लिए, जो पहले शायद कभी नहीं हुआ था। और जिसका नतीजा ये हुआ कि लड़कों में गुस्सा आया, लड़के भी गुस्से में थे। पुलिस ने लड़कों पर लाठियाँ चलाईं, वहाँ पे टीयर गैस का इस्तेमाल किया गया। इवन जो स्टूडेंट हैं उनके हॉस्टल्स में पुलिस गई अंदर, हॉस्टल्स के रूम में टीयर गैस छोड़ा गया है। कई बच्चे घायल हुए उसमें, और उस हॉस्टल के रूम में आग लग गई टीयर गैस की वजह से। और ये तो हॉस्टल की बात हुई। जिन लड़कों की अगर हम बात करें तो उसमें से 2 स्टूडेंट ऐसे थे जिनको सीरियस इंजरी है। उनका एक लड़के का एम्पुटेशन, हैंड का एम्पुटेशन होगा।
Want to hear the rest of this podcast? Check out the link to the full episode in the description below and follow the Quint on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, JioSaavn and all other platforms we are on.